Hey, this is Peter Dankelson. 50th time's the charm, right? Yeah. Hey, this is Peter Dankelson from Pete's Diary. You're watching Pete's Playlist, and Judas Priest has been streaming through my hearing aid this week. So I've gotten to see Judas Priest live about 4 times now, and 3 of them were in the past year. And live, having seen them this many times now, they bring it every time. And first time I saw them live it was at the Genesee Theater out here in Waukegan, Illinois. That was a fun, it was like the 50th anniversary tour, right? And it was cool, pretty far back, but still got to see them and hear those songs. It was a really great experience. Second time was at the Power Trip Festival. Was there to see AC/DC on my birthday, and Priest was on right before AC/DC. So on my birthday, I got to hear Painkiller live for the first time, and then I got to hear all my favorite AC/DC songs for the first time. And I remember during the Power Trip set too, of course you had like the classics like, Hellbent for Leather and Living After Midnight, and like I mentioned, Painkiller is probably my favorite. Even like Firepower from like the latest record was phenomenal. All of these other kind of classic tunes that we all know and love. And it was just a great night in general, getting to see both of those bands, so close together. And kind of, mentioned the Firepower album. When I was, it was my junior year of high school when that album came out. And it was really kind of the first new metal album that I kind of got into on my own. And it was a really, what a great kind of first record to kind of discover on my own. Because as soon as I heard it when it came out, that's all that was on repeat for weeks. And that album is still amazing. I revisited it not too long ago, and it was phenomenal. And I'm like, how are they going to follow this up? It was so good. And then, at Power Trip, they announced that they were going to release their new album, Invincible Shield, and they did it again. So I don't know what they've been doing for these past, 2 records, but guys, don't stop what you're doing. Don't change a thing, because it's working, and it is incredible. The new album, Invincible Shield, as soon as I heard it, it completely blew me away. And I just saw them, the 2 times I've seen them, they were both kind of on the Invincible Shield tour. And so I got to hear like Panic Attack was the opener, with if you've seen the show, it's got the curtain and, it lifts after the big intro. And it's just incredible. I mean, the band is in top form. The performances are outstanding. The new, songs and the new albums, these last 2 albums are, completely, knocked everything out of the park. It's just so killer to see a band that's been around, they're celebrating, have celebrated 50 years, right? A band that's been around that long and to still just actually crush it at this age is truly amazing. It's really exciting to see. So, I mean, I could just ramble on and on about how much I love these guys and just how great they are. But I guess I'll kind of jump into just 3 of my favorite riffs here and share some of them with you and kind of what they mean to me. So the 3 riffs that I want to talk to you guys about today that kind of left a big impact on me are Painkiller, Hellbent for Leather, and The Serpent and the King. And a bonus riff too, I wanted to talk about one of the new ones. I wanted to talk about Firepower because, I talked about, the album was, pretty influential when it came out, for me. But for the riff, Richie's kind of using his thumb for, he's holding down an F sharp. And if you don't know my story, I can't really use my left thumb. So thanks, Richie. I can't quite play that riff quite correctly. I'm sure I could figure it out, but couldn't quite. I'll get to it eventually. I'm going to learn how to play it because the song's amazing. The riff's fantastic, but we'll replace that with Serpent and the King. So to kick things off with the Painkiller, I figured we'd go with the big one first. I mean, to me, that might be probably my favorite, like, kind of classic, kind of heavy metal tune. It's kind of funny. I have a pretty cool memory with this song. I remember when I just graduated high school, and I had the opportunity to tour with the School of Rock All Stars. It was a great experience. Got to do a tour with those guys, and play with them, and I got to travel to some different cities. It was really cool to kind of get a taste of touring and all of that. But one of the songs in the set, I wasn't on it, but I was watching everybody play it in rehearsals, and of course, when we were all playing, one of the songs was Painkiller. And the thing that blew my mind is the drumming. Kind of funnily enough, being a guitar player, I just have this distinct memory of watching, one of our drummers playing this song. Of course, it's got the crazy intro and I guess crazy everything, right? And I just remember after like the first or second time the song was done, he's just sweating buckets and he just throws down his sticks and just goes. So I was just like, whoa, like, okay, that's pretty physically intense. And the guitar playing is just outstanding as well. I mean, the solos. I mean, I've been pushing myself to learn, the solo and everything. And it's very out of left field, being kind of a bluesy guy, or blues bass guy. But, after seeing Priest recently and hearing that solo, it's just like, to me, it's just like one of the best heavy metal songs of all time. So I've been sitting down and I'm trying my hardest to learn that solo. It is, it's quite an adventure, and I'm not even going to try and attempt to play it right now because they probably make everybody cry. But I have been working on it, and yeah, I'll share it someday. But I mean, that riff and everything that the whole song, it's incredible. I get chills every time I hear it, and the times I've gotten to hear it played live, it's just incredible. So Painkiller, it really is one of the best. So going off of Painkiller, another one of my favorite Priest tunes is the song Hellbent for Leather. I'm a sucker for kind of that open A, kind of the open A string, kind of, how do you describe it? That bouncing around kind of thing. Those kind of riffs that kind of bounce off the A string, right? So, when I heard Hellbent for Leather, instantly kind of took to it. The chorus is really cool too, how it's played and all of that as well. But the riff, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then of course, live, when the band goes into it, Rob comes out on the Harley with the horns in the air and everything. It's awesome. It's really cool to see. And I remember hearing that song on the radio on the way to school one day, like, in the morning, and, kind of caught my attention, and, heard it, when I got out of the car and was walking into school, kind of looked it up and was listening to it, throughout the day and everything. And just thought it was a really cool tune. So, here's the riff to Hellbent for Leather, one of my favorites. All right, making a pretty big jump to a different guitar here. I figured, you can't really play Priest without having a flying V in the video. So, tiny guy, big guitar. Laugh all you want, but this thing rocks. But the last riff that I wanted to talk to you guys about, it's a song off of the new record, Invincible Shield. It's a riff from the song The Serpent and the King. And it's just awesome. It's just a really, really killer track. And I think I mentioned it before, but just that new album in general is just absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't know what Priest have been doing the past at least 2 records. It's been absolutely incredible. So I hope they don't change a thing because it's amazing what they've been doing right now. The songs are spectacular. So this is the main riff from the song Serpent and the King. It's a lot of fun to play. So that's just a look at three of my favorite Judas Priest riffs. There's so many great songs. Um, I've been really loving the latest two albums, and of course, you got songs like "Breaking the Law," "Electric Eye." A lot of the classics. Songs like "The Sinner" and "Riding on the Wind" as well are two that I really love. So let me know some of your favorite Judas Priest songs in the comments below. And until next time, you guys, keep on rocking. Thanks for watching. And thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, be kind and keep on rocking.